Basically, what's up? Forgot to put my phone up. Let me make sure it's on quiet. Got the kit set back up, and I'm moving some stuff around in the studio. So we're gonna get some tones today. I got a couple different mics up on the kick. This is the ribbon mic right now. Let me see if it'll show up in the front. Yeah, the R92. It's thumping, dude. I'm loving it right now. Austin, hi. Hushy, how are you doing? Pots and pans. The UFOs are missing. One's over there. I know. That's pretty funny. Cheers. Hi, guys. Yeah, we're moving. I'm kind of getting a cool way to move the preamps from this room to the control room, like within minutes. It's pretty cool. I'm figuring out how I've been wanting to do this for a long time. So I'm running 3 snakes actually. Too much crap, guys. I have too much crap. But today we're just chilling. We're gonna get some sounds, and right now I'm going through no EQ or compression. So I'm going for my sound today. This is like the me practice sound. So that's what we're doing. Just chilling. Make sure my fly zipped. Since the paradiddle. Mix, what's up? Yeah, that was such a good time, the paradiddle. I want to say happy Friday, but it's Monday again. I don't know how that happened. So I'm trying some stuff today. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't really know how to put it, but we're just trying some new stuff. Always try to just push to the next thing, right? Like push beyond what you're comfortable with. So I haven't touched my tuning to this kit, so the kit is still tuned like to my liking. I love it. And now I'm gonna try to find some mics that I like. You know, I know which mics I like, but it's just some settings. I did change the preamp for the R88, so we're gonna do that tonight, which is really cool. We're gonna use the RPQ 500s, which have some curve gain and some filtering, so we're gonna mess around with that today. You got chicken pox? What? People still get chicken pox? Isn't there like a vaccine for that? I'm pretty sure my kids have a chicken pox shot. I had chicken pox when I was a kid, and it sucked. I don't remember it, but my mom says I was the worst with the chicken pox. But that sucks, Hashi. That's crazy. Have you ever had them again? Because you can get them again, you know? Norway doesn't give shit. I don't know when they started the chickenpox vaccine. You know, my kids had it, and it wasn't around when I was a kid. But chickenpox is like shingles, right? Like a version of shingles. It's painful. It sucks. It's itchy. It's uncomfortable. I had it when I was like 3 or something, 3 or 4 or 2. I don't know, but I was a big a-hole when I had it. My mom says. Never had them when you were a kid? Oh, it sucks. That sucks. Oh, how long have you had them? Is it bad? Because I hear it's worse if you get them when you're an adult. I'm curious. Sorry, man, that sucks. Speedy recovery, right? I'll sound like Mr. McFeely from Mr. Rogers. Speedy recovery instead of speedy delivery. Speedy recovery. Bill, hi. Yeah, I had a great day. I planted like probably 300-400 trees today with my dad. So it was a good day. We planted some Norway spruce, some Scotch pine, some red oak, and some cedar today. So we're going to be planting for probably the next 2-3 days. I got a lot of trees to plant. So how we plan it, I know it sounds silly, but my dad has an excavator. We're so lazy. I swear to God, it sounds like I was working all day. But literally, these trees, my dad's grown them in his nursery for a couple of years. So they're like, a couple feet high. Not huge. But we dug them out of the ground last week. And now we're going to be planting them. So he just he's in his excavator. He's got his heat going, his radio on. I'm outside. I got my coffee. I'm holding the tree. He goes, he scoops up a little bit. scoops up again, and I put the tree in, and he goes bloop, and I go, cool. It's so easy. But we're planting trees all around, some trees that fell over. I'll tell you why, because of road hunters where I live. I live out in the country, but people are freaking idiots, and I hate them. If you hunt from a road, you're probably, in my opinion, some of the worst people on the planet. But we found a bunch of arrows today, so we're just trying to protect, the animals that are on our property that hang out in the trees. So we're creating cover. Freaking sick people. It looks like you hit puberty. Oh man, that sucks. I was super young too. My parents pinned mittens on my PJs cuffs. So, yeah, I had socks. My mom put socks on me. Yeah, when you're little, you don't know what's going on. I don't even know what a road hunter is. It's a coward, is what it is. It's someone who drives around and shoots deer and turkeys and animals from their car. Like, if they see a deer on the road, like in a field, they'll just like shoot it from their car. If it's not their property, they'll go take it or just leave it. They'll cut the antlers off. It's mostly that, like trophy hunters, if they see a nice buck, they'll shoot it and leave the deer and just take like the head or the antlers. It's disgusting. So we're planting a bunch of trees. So yeah, like if a deer does, they can run into the field. Right now, a bunch fell over, and my dad wants to have them back up. So planting a lot of trees. Crocodile Dundee, he'll get them. Yeah, I need to get Batman up here. So yeah, so that's what we're doing today. Had a nice day outside and got the other kit out. Rewired the snake situation in here, and we're gonna get some tones tonight. It's chill night, super chill night. We're not gonna practice, nothing like that. We're just gonna get some sounds, probably go into the control room and go back and forth and just have a good night. People put those spotlights on their truck and zoom deer. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that, because that's when the animals come out. If you're just driving around and you want to watch animals, like, whatever, if that's your thing, cool, like, whatever. But if you are shooting them from the road, that's like dangerous. You don't know if there's a house behind it, or someone's walking around, and it's not your property. You shouldn't be doing it for, and it's like such a cheap way to do things. So yeah, I mean, you don't want people spotlighting your house. That's kind of weird, but I don't know. I don't get it. Just let nature do its thing, So yeah, road hunters, that's pretty much the big reason where we're putting trees right now, so people can't, do stupid stuff, at least on our property. But yeah, it's called, I think, spotlighting, right? I don't know. That sounds boring to me. Like, I don't know. It just sounds like, I don't know. I would get bored just like driving around, shining a big flashlight into the field. And supposedly the deer, and I guess they can't see that light or something. I don't know. The deers is, I'll tell you, my dad does have, where he lives, he loves watching the animals, like from his porch, from the windows. Like, he loves just watching them. And he got a night vision, like infrared thing, like binoculars. So he loves watching like the deer at night, the foxes, bobcats, coyotes, bear. Like, he sees all kinds of stuff. So he gets very upset when, if there's like a buck or a deer that he's been seeing for a long time, and then someone shoots it on the road. It's terrible. It's terrible. So no moose. No, there's no moose where I live. There's elk in western Pennsylvania and I think parts of New York, and they're working their way this way. They reintroduced elk. I don't know. I've never seen one around here, but we have white-tailed deer. But no moose. Moose are freaking huge.
What's up?
Adam, what's up? Ice cream money. Ooh, dude. I thumped it in my mouth. Oh, what is that? That's freaky. I don't know what that is. It's probably a part of a tree or something. Yeah, they're huge. They're big. But Adam, thank you. Hi. You've ran into one? Like a full-grown moose? They're like as tall as this room, right? They're like 9 feet tall. That's crazy. Mari, hi. Hello. Guys, I have this ribbon mic set up right now. I'm going to solo each microphone, you know. So right now there is a R92 and a D12 VR on the kit, or on the front of the kick. So I'm dialing in this Burl just to see which sound I like. Right now it's like just clean, and the way these preamps work, there's an output and a gain knob. So the gain knob kind of takes the signal and like not distorts it, but it like beefs it up, right? And then the output determines how much of that beefed up signal leaves with the gain. Think of gain kind of like not distortion, but it just like takes the signal and just like crunches it and like just like adds voltage to it, right? Adds amplification, adds and then the output gain, the output is like the volume, how much of that beefed up signal is coming out. So right now it's super clean. There's no gain being applied. It's just the output transformer. So it's very pure signal. It's very, if you use your ears, if you had headphones on right now and you listen, it sounds very clean, like it sounds like the kick drum, right? There's not a lot of character to it. There's no EQ or compression on this right now at all. It's just the signal going into the Neve, going to you guys. So everything's at unity, nothing crazy. So it's a very, I love doing this stuff. I'm going to watch this back probably 20 times tonight. It's like a litmus test. Is that what they call it? So I'm going to play a little bit with it clean, and then I'm going to slowly push the gain a little bit. So we'll have, you know, a little bit of saturation happening within the preamp itself. And we'll see where that goes. Where it starts to get too gainy, and you'll notice that the punch, that clear transient when I hit, that attack is going to start to get mushy. It's going to be, instead of being like dung, it's going to be like thung, like just like fuzzier as I push that gain. So I kind of want to know with this microphone, the ribbon in it, you know, it has a very nice attack for kick drum, this ribbon mic. It's not harsh, it's not super crazy, and it's not weak and lame. It's pretty cool. So I like how it sounds clean, and I'll let you hear it. And then I'm slowly going to add that gain to see what happens if it crunchifies it, if it saturates it in a cool way, like just makes it more pleasant on the ears to listen to, you know, because it's going to add harmonics. It's going to add just kind of I don't know how to describe what it is, but it adds cool stuff, you know? And this is what I live for. This is what I love. Just experimenting with this stuff. Hopefully at the end of this, by tomorrow, we'll have a whole new mix that is super cool and better than the last one, right? I love doing this every now and then, just stripping down, starting at 0, and building it back up and see what changes. If it's worse, it's worse, but hopefully it's not. I try to think I learn something every time I do this. So if anyone has questions, interrupt. Feel free. If anyone, I don't know, wants to tell a fun story while I'm hitting the kick drum, feel free. But it's going to be a fun night. So we're going to do the R92 first. Then we're going to go. What's up? Yo, what's up? Boyvon, thank you. A year. Holy crap. Thank you. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, that's so nice. I appreciate that. I want to say muy bien. Is that right? Oh my gosh, my Spanish is so bad. Is that very much? Or it's probably not. I probably can't. Muy bien. What does that mean? I need help. Oh my gosh. Oh, Mar, I hope you're well. We're all good. Hopefully. I'm good. All right, so let's see what happens. I do have. Would anyone like to see this view? It's not that exciting, but maybe I'll leave it open. You can see if you look. Maybe I'll leave it open. Maybe I'll go full screen while we're getting levels. Mammoth, hi. We're doing more nerdy stuff. I'm not recording anything, but see how the first kick, there's 2 kicks. So channel 3. Right now it's at 0, but there's still signal because it's coming through the Neve. If I hit that right now, so that's our signal, right? So you can see. Maybe I might use that as a gauge, just to see like how close to digital 0 I am. Don't want to make the computer mad, but I'm really liking this sound. So I'm just gonna play. I'm gonna start off clean. And then we're gonna add a little bit of gain as we go and see how it saturates and how crunchy it gets, if it gets crunchy at all, or if it just does its thing. I'm gonna make this window bigger so I can see it. There we go. I know how to internet. I know how to do the stuff. Love nerdy things, right? It's fun. Agent, hi. Can you recommend a value floor tom mic for around 200? It's an 18-inch. It would be used primarily for live situations. A kick drum mic, Agent. If you can, a kick drum mic would be just like for a big floor tom like that. It's essentially a kick drum. So if you can get hi, by the way, it's good to see you. If you could get like a used, look on reverb.com or like a used place, or maybe even brand new, you can find one. A AKG D112. There you go. See, you know. Or a Beta 52A, or Audix D6. Guys, help me out. Or I don't know, a PGA something 52, I think. A PGA, that's a Shure. A cheaper version. A kick drum mic would be amazing. The D6, yeah. How much is a Beta 52 now? Is it like $250 or is it cheaper than that? You're gonna tell me SM57? Maybe another Beta 52. Yeah, a 57 will work too. Adam's honestly, Adam's right. A 57 will be fine too. 57s are great for toms, snare, and kick. They're just great. It came with the set. You just want something a little more beefier? Is it just not picking up the... Because the thing with... I posted this on my Instagram stories today. It's a really cool thing. When miking toms, and it's true, like the angle that you're at is going to determine more attack or more tone, and the distance. So SM57s are super proximity. So, and you might run into this with a kick drum mic too. The further you get away from the source, you lose a lot of that thud in that low end because it's a proximity mic. So with an 18-inch floor tom, I mean that's a big. You're going to be like 10 inches away probably, right? Half of 18 is what, 9? For an inch or two away. So from the center of an 18-inch floor tom, unless you bring that mic closer in, which you might not want because you might be whacking it, but how often do you hit your 18-inch tom? You know, it's something to think about. If you're putting your microphone at the edge of it, like you are a 16 and a 14 or a 12 or 10, you're going to run into issues because it's further away from the source. So if you have a 57, I just keep that and then just bring it in a little closer, and you'll probably notice some big thuds going on. Would like more low? Yeah, that's probably the reason, is because your 14 inches probably 6 inches closer, right? If you take that 57 on your 14 and go back, You'll probably notice the low end goes away on that too. They're very dynamic microphones. The window for low end is very short, for that good drum tone. So yeah, I would save your money. Just move the mic in a little bit and don't hit it with your stick. And see if that helps first. Yeah, save that money. Buy drugs with it. I'm kidding. Right, Adam? Just save your money. Buy drugs. I'm kidding. Buy ice cream, right? Tylenol. I prefer Advil, actually. Advil liquid gels. That's my go-to for old man soreness, right? Don't do drugs, But all right, we'll start clean and then we'll get dirty, right? Gonna get dirty. Here we go. So clean. This is just the kick drum. The first kick. I know there's two kicks there because I'm terrible at labeling, but it's the first kick. That's the one that we're going to keep an eye on the levels. So I got my eye on you. Levels. Yes to caffeine. Yo, that's not a drug. That's not a drug. My grandpa drank it and he didn't do drugs. So therefore, don't second guess my logic. All right. So you notice it got louder because I turned the gain up one notch. So now I have to bring the output down because we're increasing the amperage to the signal. It's getting juiced. We're juicing. So do you guys notice what it sounds like? It's a little brighter, not brighter, but it's almost like it's adding high-end energy with all the harmonics and kind of distortion-y stuff happening. So that's 3 notches. I don't mind that. It's all right. We're going to go one more. Oh, bass player, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind that at all. If someone comes in and I don't know who they are and they're like, ew, then it's kind of like, come on. But all right, gain up a little more. It's starting to get a little too fuzzy for me, I think. Any thoughts? Anyone listening with headphones? It's starting to get to where the transient, because it's not that I'm like the most accurate player in the world, but I want the transient to be still clear and not so much clicky, but like I want that transient to be there and clear, not like a big fuzzy ball of, fluff. Yeah, that's way too fuzzy. Let's see. I'm just gonna crank the gain. I remember I like the gain at 2, so I'm gonna crank it all the way just to see what it sounds like. See how like nuts it gets. Boom, what's that song? It reminds me of a guitar effect. Do you hear how it's just got this like this weird thing going on? That could be a really cool effect. Not Danger Mouse. That's gonna bother me, but yeah, I don't like it. It's just way too. It's distortion in a sense. It's like an overdriven kick drum. That's where I like it. That's good. All right. Now I have to be phase precise because I'm all about that phase. No inverse. Because I'm all about that phase. No inverse. I'm all about that phase. I'm cool, guys. I'm telling you. My mom says I'm like super cool. I'm going to turn on the D12. Let's do the same thing. I'm curious. The D12, so this is a ribbon mic, the top silver one that you're looking at. The D12 is, here, I'll move this so you can see. Where's that? Robots, assemble. Robot number 1. There we go. So next we'll do the D12. It's basically they're both 6 inches away from the kick drum, and they're pretty much pointed in the same spot. I might move up that bottom one just a little bit, but essentially they'll be in phase, but they're going to be generally pointed in the same spot. So let me go engage number channel 4. Hold on. Ba-ba-ba. Man, I can't think of what that song is. That's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me. Let me just make sure the mic didn't sag. They sag. Perfect. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Am I thinking of the White Stripes? I think so. All right, this is cool. This one, I'm hearing more of the beater because it's a dynamic mic. It's a little more thuddier. I'm hearing more of the beater and the resonance of the drum. Why does it sound like a Bruno Mars song? Is it Blue Dahlia or something? Flower? I don't know. It might be. At this point, I don't know. All right, hold on. So now we're channel 4, or the fourth one in. So it says kick, and then underneath it D12VR. That's our channel right now. So that's clean. I really like that. Let's add some distortion to it. I'm torn. I like the sound of it, but I kind of like the feel of the ribbon mic, and I go back and forth between these two mics in this spot. I can't seem to make up my mind. I don't know, what do you guys think? Ribbon or D12 VR? I kind of like this I liked it clean, I think. Like, I don't like the fuzziness to be added to it. It's very clean. It's a very pure sound. I don't know. What do you guys think? Sir Nazata, hello. I like it. I like it. But here's the beauty. We're going to leave both up. We're going to record some stuff later, and then we'll A-B a mix with both of them in there and pick the appropriate one. Snare. Let's move on to snare. I already kind of know where the snare spot is that I want, but let's dial in the sound. Aw, thank you. You're nice. It's good to see you. How are you? I need some updates. Any big news? Anything exciting? Channel 5. I gotta go arm channel 5. I'll be right back. We'll see. I have some coffee. I dialed in that kick drum so good. I think I deserve some coffee, right? Like, yeah, Dan, you did. You did a great job. Thanks, guys. All right. Snare drum. I think I raised this up a little bit for, probably an inch. Let's put it there. This is going to be the spot. I already know. I know. I don't know why I'm testing this. I know what I want. It's about there. That's the spot. Yep, everyone's good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, Toby's good. Toby's 2 now. Toby had a birthday like a week and a half ago. So he's the biggest boy. He's the biggest boy. He's a big pup. All right, snare drum. JB, what's up? Hi, how are you? We're dialing in, redialing in tones for my liking for this kit. No recording this week. Taking the week off. We're practicing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sapper, what are you doing? Sapper with the 5. Holy crap. Sapper. I don't even know if alerts are going to work on here because of that. Dude, guys, Sapper just did a $5 thingy. A super chat. That's so cool. Yo, Sapper. Hi. Let's go. How are you doing? That's so nice. Aww. How do I hug people on the internet? How do you do that? Elon, what are you doing at Twitter? You should figure out that. Figure what we really want. Seriously, man. Thank you. That's super kind. And JB's doing good. It's cool. I like streaming on both places. You guys are the best. Seriously. Thank you. We're dialing in microphones today. We had some tracking over the weekend. Went good. And now we're putting this kit back in for this week. Next week, though, I'm going to have to do some more tracking for another project, which I think I can stream that one too. So I'm kind of excited to have 2 projects back to back that I can kind of share with you guys. So it's going to be really fun. But we're dialing in this sucker right now. This is an Earthworks. This is actually a kick drum mic. It's an Earthworks SR20LS. What that stands for, no clue. But LS is like low stuff. I don't know what it means. SR20 low stuff, I guess. It's a kick drum mic, but I love it on snare. I don't know why. It just does the thing that I like. Taking notes. If you have questions, anyone, please ask. If you interrupt, be like, Dan, shh. Tell me to be quiet. You know what? I'm gonna make not that you guys are asking, but I'm gonna make make it bigger. Drum science, yes. Hold on. Wait, I think I could do it from here. I don't need to go anywhere. was gonna say, I don't need to go anywhere. I could do it from the comfort of our own home, right? I'll make this bigger, maybe. God, interneting is so hard. Wrong one. There we go. Is that bigger? Is that better? You're like, damn, put it back. We don't want to see you at all. We're good. And then maybe I need this open, and then okay, there we go. So you can kind of see a little bit. But yeah, it is it's a science that I know so little about, Sapper. So little about. But I'm gonna do the same thing. If you look, it should say snare SR20LS under it. So channel, the fifth one in, that's our snare channel. I'm keeping an eye on the volume. That fader means nothing. If you look, there's no outputs. I'm just going into the DAW right now from the sends from our Neve, just to get a digital volume, just to make sure I'm not gonna destroy anything when we do record. So I'm trying to go just over the yellow a little bit. I'm not, trying to max out gain or anything right now. Just trying to get some cool, clean tones that I like. So we're gonna start clean. I'm going through, this is a Burl B1 preamp, which I believe is iron. It's an iron transformer. So it's got a little brighter thing going on when you start to push the gain. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with just clean, and then I'll slowly turn up the gain and turn down the output volume and slowly kind of compensate our gain stage to see how the harmonics affect the snare sound. Again, the cleaner it is, the quicker that transient's gonna hit, right? If it's a really clean signal, the transient's gonna be clean and quick. You start adding gain, that transient, if you visually look at it, starts to get all fatter. It's like eating a bunch of candy or bacon. When you start adding gain to something, just like guitar, when you start distorting it, that clean note starts to just, harmonics and stuff just start adding to that sound. So, but there's a point where you lose the clarity of the transient and you just get this weird, fuzzy, distorted mush with drums. So, because they're so loud, the microphone, the preamp just go, they don't know what's happening. And it's so quick. It just sounds like a shock or something weird. So, here's the snare. Again, that is super clean. There's no gain yet. It's got some good hi-hat rejection for the nerds. Some pretty super sweet rejection going on there. So that's one gain. So a little bit, it just adds a little bit of to it. Now, if you're doing rock or something edgy or indie or something where you just want your drums to sound a little bit more trashy, this is what you would do, and it helps with that going in, just pushing it a little bit, but you're not really pushing it, I guess you are. You're pushing the amplification of the signal, and you're just turning it down. So yeah, you're pushing it, push it real good. Push it. What's that song? Adam knows that song. But even just one gain, I notice it sounds almost like it's compressed, which isn't bad, but it's not like really precise and super clear. Let's go. Let's keep going. I don't know. I kind of like that. It's kind of like a 57 a little bit, right? It adds a little bit of that meat, the beef. Let me go all the way with the gain, just to see what it sounds like. It's going to sound, I think, really bad, but... You hear it clipping? Let me hit the pad just to see. So that's all the harmonics, all the gain all the way up, but I had the pad. I have the pad in, so it cuts the volume down. So it started clipping. It just, you could hear it just distorted. Sapper on Twitch too with the 19. Dude, legendary. Thank you, man. You're bestest people. Again, I hope you're well and happy, and you have snacks right now. Some kind of snack or treat. I don't consider ice cream or desserts a snack. Those are treats. So I kind of hope you have a good treat in front of you right now. I had donuts right before stream. We planted a bunch of trees today, like I said, and we had donuts for breakfast because that's good tree planting foods. And there were leftover donuts. There were, in fact, 6 leftover donuts. I have 3 kids, so after school, they all got 1 donut, and I had another donut, and there was 2 donuts left. So instead of splitting donuts amongst cutting them in half and each of us getting half, I just ate the other 2. They were like, Dad! I was like, what? It's a school night. You can't have that many donuts. And they're like, you are? I'm like, I'm not going to school tomorrow. It's state testing here. Pennsylvania, whatever assessment test. So I'm like, you have testing tomorrow. You can't have too much sugar. Beer and pizza? Oh, man. Deserved. You are living the dream right now. Oh, I've been wanting pizza. What kind of pizza is it? I've been craving deep dish pizza for some reason. I don't know why. But like a good deep dish pizza. All to myself, not sharing. Just like, I kind of want to go to a Chicago style pizza place right now, all by myself, in silence, sit at a table, have them bring and eat my pizza in peace, just enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And not have anyone be like, hey, you're going to have that piece? You have the last piece? And I'll be like, yeah, I was. Pepperoni and jalapeno. Oh, man, spicy. Let's go. Deserved. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Best. I hope the pizza is hot and the beer is cold. And it's so cold, your teeth go, ugh! And then when you eat the pizza, you're like, ah! The roof of your mouth, but it's worth it, you know? A good burn and a good chill. That makes sense in my brain. All right. Let's hear this again. I don't know if I'm sold on it yet. I'm going to go back and forth. So now I think the clean is a little too like I don't know. I don't want to say annoying, but it's like too like sharp and in my face. I kind of don't like it now. So I'm gonna go. Let's find some gain that I like and see if we have to keep the pad on or not. I'm gonna go max gain and then go back. Dude! Holy crap! Man, you're crazy, Saber. That's right, Josh. Get him, man, with the 10 and the 5 on the YouTube and the resub, dude. I hope you have so much pizza that you're gonna have leftovers for a few days, and that leftover pizza you can heat up in an oven, heat it up proper, or on a pan with some butter. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Heat it up, reheat it properly. Not in a microwave. No. No. Have you ever done it in an iron skillet? Josh, hi. How did the gig go? I saw you had another gig. Have you ever reheated pizza in an iron skillet with butter? Oh my god, dude. It tastes better, I think. Hands down, the next day, like let it sit in there overnight, and then iron skillet it with and sometimes I'll put like, if it's depends on how thick it is. If it's real thick pizza, I'll put like a top over it so it heats it. Oh man, so good. So good. I need pizza. Does Pittsburgh have good pizza? I'm going to Pittsburgh this weekend. Saturday. I'm going to the Hawthorne Drum Shop to see a Mark Juliana drum clinic and to see some friends. I know Pittsburgh has... They must have good pizza. I've always heard good things about the food in Pittsburgh. Projector, but it wasn't too bad. He dealt with it. The cake itself went really well. Nice. Good. Did you change any of the mix that I heard at all, or did it work out pretty good? It sounded great to me, dude. It sounded real good. Josh, we're messing around with preamps today and tone. Nice to have dude. That's so nice. Seriously. Look, I don't know where you live. I'd bring you another pizza. Cheers. Hold on. No, I gotta boop that. Wait, where am I going? This one. Ow. Boop. It's so nice. I kind of booped you. It was it was a weak boop. Weak boop on the snoop. Is it snoot or snoop? No, it's snoot. Boop the snoot. Now I'm questioning my reality. Massage. Change the EQ slightly, but not much different than what I said. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. This is the best emo ever. I got a message from Kevin today, Sapper, about GCX. Are you doing GCX? Kevin's like, are you going? And I was like, I haven't responded yet because I'm like, I want to. It's what, August 5th? You're going to be there? I should go. I should go. There's no excuse, right? And what's he sent me this, I think I'm going to do something with them. Hold on. What's the name? Today's the first time I really checked them out. Players versus Cancer. You're bringing your son? You know what? I didn't even think about bringing... If I bring the Stone Boys, we'll get kicked out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Duke!
Yo, dude, what's up? Hi. Daniel, let's go. Hi guys, we're just talking about bringing my kids to a convention, or the thought of taking them to their heads would explode. Sapper, they would straight up candle. Oh, I love your name. I love candles. I always have. This is a Woodwick. I think it's a real Woodwick. It's a party light. I like candles. I don't know. I'm weird. But I like candles. This one is years 13. He's ready. My oldest is maybe I should just take my oldest. He's crap. He's 11. He's 11. No, this is a party one, but the party light. But the name, this makes no sense. It's moss birchwood. Is this what moss on birchwood smells like, apparently? I don't know. It smells good. It has a nice musk to it. But is anyone going to conventions this year? Gamer conventions, TwitchCon, music conventions, anything fun? If you are going to check out a convention this year, Sapper gifted to Dan. Let's go. Dude, you're crazy. Thank you. I would take my oldest, I think. But then the other two would be like, they would remember that forever. That the oldest one got to go without them, and why didn't they go? And then the next year, I'm going to have to, I'll be like, well, you can go when you're 11. And then when the other one's 11, they're like, well, and then, oh, he got to go when he was, it'd just be this thing. It'd be a thing. It would be just a thing. It's crazy how little things turn into big things. But their heads would explode. But I wouldn't be able to, I want to say I wouldn't be able to enjoy myself, but they would definitely not want to stand around and just hang out with other friends of mine. They'd be like, Dad, this is boring. Yeah, but Dad, right? I would like to take them though. And we were going to go the year of COVID that it got all crapped on. I was going to take Mrs. She went to the last, not the last one, but the one before last. 2019. And we had a great time with no kids. But we were going to go and bring the kids, and then they would do Disney World, with my in-laws. But it didn't work out. Because I was like, I don't mind them coming, but I don't want them there all day. My kids are great, but Sapper, my house is I'm realizing it now, who I'm becoming, and I'm becoming a mixture of, do you know Malcolm in the Middle, that show? That's my house. That's literally going to be my house. It already is season 1 of Malcolm in the Middle is my house. My wife isn't shaving my back really, but that's my house. That's my kids. They're the best, but they're also terrible. They're the worst. And I'm becoming Hal and Ron Swanson in one, I think. So I'm like, God, if I take them, it's just going to be a thing, and they're going to be awful. You know what I'm saying? There's and Kevin's gonna come up to me and be like, Dan, you gotta get your kids out of here. They're awful. And I'll be like, I know, I'm sorry. But I want to see everyone, so I'll probably be there. I might take it for Bad, what's up? For what year are we at? 2021 with Steve, but then was that okay? 2021 was the year. It was 2020 and 2021, right? That were both kind of meh. I couldn't go no. Wait. COVID was when? 2020? I went 2019 was the last GCX I was at. 2020 was 100% COVID happened. Did they didn't have one 2021 either, right? I don't know. What is going on, right? I think I wrote 2024 on a check recently, and I didn't change it. I was like, whatever. I deposit checks all the time without signing them. I know that's terrible, but I can't be bothered. And like the mobile deposits, I'm like, whatever. Just, they don't care. They don't care. Anyways, I would like to go, and that's exciting that you're taking your son. If I take my kids, that means I have faith that they're somewhat going to turn into good people in the future. If I'm there by myself, you'll realize that I didn't want to make a huge mistake. They're so bad sometimes. Oh, but I'd have to drive with them down there. I wouldn't fly. That'd be so expensive. And driving with my kids to Florida, I don't know if I can do that. Straight up. That's like a 20-hour drive. It was this weekend just past. It's been June in other years. Yeah. I think it's GCX this year is August 5th, I believe. 6th? 5th and 6th, I think. I know TwitchCon is in October. That's the same weekend as the Blink thing. Salmon Overdrive. Yeah, that's awesome. That's good. That's a good drive. Oh, man. See, my in-laws live in Charlotte, so technically I could drive to Charlotte. We could spend the night and then drive to Florida. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. August 4th and 5th. Okay. 4th and 5th. Yeah. Honestly, GCX is the best convention out of all of them that I've been to. TwitchCon is cool, but it's kind of like there's so many people and it's just so like the convention itself is actually super lame. Going to see all your friends there is fun. Like it's meeting up with your friends for coffee or lunch or dinner or the after parties or whatever. That's what's cool about TwitchCon. The thing about GCX is like the convention itself, people actually hang out at the convention and want to see each other, and it's all at the same place. Everyone's staying in the hotels, or it's all right there. So it's just it's cozy. It feels like you're home, the whole time. It's really nice. I look professional. Gotcha. Tricked you. Hi. All right, let's listen to this snare. Where was I? Thank you again for the raid. That's super nice. Sapper, you're amazing. Thank you. We're getting tones today. We're checking preamps, checking microphones. We're checking gain settings. We aren't doing any EQ or compression today. We're just getting some some tones, trying out which preamps I like the most for certain things and settings, and then we'll go on to mixing later. Bamboozled. You're amazing. So my mom says, she's like, you're the best. And I'm like, thanks, Mom. Oh, Valkyrie, hello. All right. Daniel's good people. All right. I'm going to mute. Here is... So we're in Logic. If you look, the snare channel with the SR20LS channel should be the 5th one in. That's our... why did it switch? That is what... that's what we're checking right now. And this is super clean. I'm going to go gain all the way. And then I'm going to set the output volume real quick. And then we're slowly going to bring the gain down to where I like the attack of the snare. But I don't want it too attacky in my ears. I don't want it to be... You know how sometimes you hear sounds and you're like, ah? I want it to sound like, ah, that sounds very nice. And I think we can get that with just the gain settings. So we're saturating a lot right now, and then we're going to desaturate, and hopefully that transient will clear up and sound clear, but not too clear, Can you play the most bleeding ears? My Little Pony theme? I don't even know what's happening. Yeah, there'll be many hugs. Yeah. And we're gonna have pizza together. They don't have a pizza shop there, do they? At the Rosen? Muscle! More like rather than an eh. Yes! I love it. I love it. How are you doing, Muscle? That makes sense. I know my wife liked the Mexican food, the Mexican restaurant there. What else? They had a breakfast place, a steakhouse. I don't remember. I think that's all that was open. Did they have a burger place? I want to say like a burger joint. You just got home. Was work not annoying today? Hopefully you didn't have annoying meetings. The food, it was good. It was really good. There is no Mexican food. There was at the Rosen. There was. My wife really liked it. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm gained. I'm all the way gained. Yeah, quote unquote. It's like that in Pennsylvania. Mexican food in Pennsylvania is Taco Bell, 100%. It's 100%. Oh, it's loud! Wow. Yeah, we got the rack in here. I think I'm going to leave it in here, Josh. Just for volume stuff, right? Because I don't need it in the other room. I'd rather have it all here. All right, so I definitely have to use the pad. If I go max gain, I have to put the pad, enable the pad on the preamp because it just is like, what? So I'm gonna leave the pad off and turn the gain down until I notice it start to distort. See that? It still seems really harsh. It's not distorting, but it's starting to get overdriven. I'm going to enable the pad. I kind of really like pushing that gain with that pad on. It really gets rid of that, like, right? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I really like that. I don't know. Am I crazy? It sounds really nice. It doesn't. How do I put it? It doesn't. It's not like super like harsh, but it's like very. It's almost like compressed in a sense. I kind of like that. I got hiccups. East, what's up? Hi. I'm gonna dial back just a little bit. So you notice a little bit of the transient comes through a little, like dialing it back just a little bit. Some of that transient poke through, but it's still, yeah, it's fuzzy. It's not as thin. That's a very good way to put it. Let's do. You want to do Tommy Toms? These won't take long. They're pretty much already dialed in. I think I was an Omni, which is probably a terrible idea because Omni, Josh, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. With Omni, don't you need to be like closer for it to really be like, you know, am I wrong about that? Doesn't the polar pattern with Omni, like you're able to get closer to things? I don't know. Let me try something. Let me go enable Tom 1, Tom Uno. I'll be right back. Oh, I almost died. Yeah. There's something about like an Omni, like the proximity is like further. You got to get closer to keep that proximity or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's above my pay grade, right? All right. We should be good. What are we in right now? I can't tell. We'll go to Omni just to see. Yeah, we're in Omni. Okay. Tom Uno. Uno Tom. We'll just this one. The Toms. I'm not worried about the Toms. We'll go quick. All right, so that's from going Omni to cardioid, and the cardioid is a little tighter, I feel. And I'm going to bring them closer, but Spanish for one time. Sí, sí. That's figure of 8, but then, man, the symbols are just going to be like... right, so that's cardioid. I'm gonna now go through the gain stuff. It's like the gain stuff, you know. It's kinky. That's pretty good. I'm kind of debating though. Do I want the pad on or not? Because sometimes pads on pre's are like, but they don't. It doesn't sound that bad to me. Really doesn't. I'm gonna keep that. All right, let's do Tom 2. Tom Dose. Dose Tom. All right, let's do. Get that. Let's see where we're at. I'm going to put the settings pretty much the same. I really like that a lot. Toby's barking. Get him, Toby. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. He's right above us. Man, these sound clean. Josh, they are clean. AF.
for it.
Dude! Sapper's being crazy. Dude, that's 20. Toby's very excited. He's very excited. Maybe Toby can come down and say thank you and hello. I know what's going on out there. Either all the kids are outside or my wife's outside. Or there's squirrels or deer. He's right above me. He's done, I guess. Seriously, Sapper. Thank you. That's so nice. Let's go. Lord Novendar. I love that name. Novendar? That's a good name. I like it. I like it. Thank you. All right. I shall play this tom in your honor. We'll play this one. Get a good tone for it, and then I'll go turn that tom on, and then we'll see where we're at. I'm not doing any filtering, but let me put the filters on just to see. Maybe we'll throw them on. Because we don't really need 40 hertz from a floor tom, right? Like, that's kind of like, do you really need that? Let me go turn both toms on. And we're going to try to even them out tone-wise. I think that's perfect. Now we're going to go to the main event, the overheads. And the reason it's a main event, vlogs, what's up? Been super busy with exams lately, so oh my gosh. Hi, I hope they're going good. I don't envy you at all. I hate tests. Tests suck. They're the worst. But we're going to do overhead R88 right now. The ribbon microphone of amazingness. So I'm running. We're using some different preamps today for the overhead, and I haven't used a different preamp since December for this microphone. So let me show you. This is the. Can you see it? It's up there a little bit. There it is. That one. This guy. So we're gonna do the R88 right now. Let me go enable it. I love this mic so much. And I'm gonna need to bring out the UFOs, as bass player says. The cymbals. Bring this in. And this in. Check this one. Bring these out first. They get heavier and heavier, or I'm just getting weaker and weaker as time goes on. It's probably what it is. I'm just getting old. Old and old. Old and old. Old and old. I'll go up just a little bit. Just a scooch. There we go. Alright, so man, that seems, I'm sure we'll change it around a little bit. Moving and a grooving. Alright, so it's so funny, right? Like I'm moving it like barely, and I'm like, oh, that's wrong. We're so weird as drummers. Let's see. So this is the overhead that we're going to be testing out right now. We're doing RPQ 500, so it's the AEA, the same company that makes this microphone. These are the preamps that they make. They're very good preamps. I like them a lot. I have the output set to unity. So the output right now is at 0. I'm gonna bring the gain up. Then I'm gonna change the curve gain of the high frequencies to maybe add some sparkle to it. Technically it's kind of like EQ, but it's more like you're just turning up the high frequencies. I guess that's what EQ does. But it's more like a gain thing, like it's saturating and making the sparkle things happen at the higher frequencies. And there's a low cut on here, so we can cut out some of the low frequencies. I'm actually curious about that. I might enable an EQ on there so we can see exactly what it's doing. Just to see, just because I'm curious. But we'll see what happens. Hold on. So this is the AEA stereo ribbon mic. So it's doing this above the kit. It's a 2 figure of 8s. So it's kind of picking up, kind of like Presence Agent. You'll see right now it's not engaged, but when I turn it on, you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. And I'll put the EQ up there too. so good. Okay. How are we looking? Here is the center. If you guys look at the front. We can go over just a little bit. I might do that. Just like, I'm going to regret it probably, but let's try it. Let's see. Just a little bit. Like, because it's a stereo mic. It's picking up stereo image. That sounds great, right? This mic so much. All right, I'm gonna run in and I'm gonna throw. We'll go to the desk for a second. We'll talk. We'll talk. Hold on. Okay, can you guys hear me? Am I not? Hopefully I'm not too loud. Maybe. Can you hear me? Hello. Okay, so let's do this. I'm massive, first off. Let's get rid of weird Big Dan. Let's bring up, how am I going to do this? I want to do stereo. If I do this, we won't be able to hear it. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Okay, hold on. I want you guys to hear perfectly. But I don't think it'll mess with something. I want you to hear from the thing. Mixer 2, analog 13. Mix 1. Okay. I know what to do. I'm going to mute this, or unmute this. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm going to mute something. So we'll do this. Send it over to this. Actually, no, that's okay. We're good. There shouldn't be inserts there, right? Okay, that, and then you guys need to hear this. So, technically, if I did this right, let's see, and we unmute this. Okay, good. No nasty feedback. Yay. And then if I bring this in, record enable this, and I enable this, we should be able to have some EQ stuff to look at for when I'm doing the curve gain stuff.
in theory. Right? And then if I engage it, we should be good. I also want to check the multimeter for stereo imaging. So if we go to, let me just move all this stuff around. Sorry guys. Hopefully it'll be cool. Put this here so you guys can see. So what this is just like how good our stereo image is, because the stereo microphone is stereo signal. So, you know, that kick and snare, I kind of want to be in the middle, and the toms and everything else to be cool, you know, moving around in a neat way, but not weird. So is that okay? That looks cool, right? We'll be able to get signals and see what we need to see, I think. All right, let's try it. In theory, right? In theory. Okay, I'll be right back.
I've never done this, so I'm very excited to see kind of what happens. That's cool. Let me go and gauge that multimeter though. Hold on. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna be doing my signal probably most. Yeah, so that's gonna be like down the center, but once I mute that, should be able to hear everything okay. Hopefully. Sorry if it's crazy loud, but we'll see what happens. So we're able to see everything, which is good. I'm going to start with just taking away low frequencies just to see what it does. I'm very curious. Supposedly it's a 3 dB cut and like a shelf, I guess. And then if we watch the EQ, it should slowly, it goes up to 500. So let's see what it does. So it definitely kills the low end, right? Like crazy. Now I wanted to do this because I want to bring up the curve gain on the high right now. So this goes from 2,500 kilohertz up to 30,000 kilohertz, which is like kind of wild. So I'm gonna do something crazy and just I want to do this for the cymbals, really. So I'm gonna have the curve gain. I'm gonna max it out. I'm just gonna see what happens with the volumes, with the gain and the sensitivity of everything and the transients. It's gonna be like your dogs are gonna start freaking out. So apologies, but we'll engage it, and I'm gonna go all the way to 30,000 hertz, and then we'll slowly work our way back to 2,500 and find out where it starts to just be like, ah. It's gonna be pretty quick, and then I'm gonna dial the curve gain down, but I'm just curious what it all sounds like. So here's maxed out at 30K. Again, apologies to the dogs. Actually not as bad as I thought. Kind of sounds pretty good. Chili high. Can you notice the difference? Like if I take it off, watch. I'm at probably I think I noticed probably around 4,000 or 5,000 right now. And I'm maxed on the curve gain, but I'll turn it off and see if you can hear it. I'm going to bring the low end back in just to see the difference. Like how the cymbals sound, bringing that low end back in. That sounds really good. That's really awesome. All right, I'm gonna go in, and what we haven't done the rooms yet, but we'll wait on the rooms. I'm gonna engage all the stuff, all the toms and snares and kicks and all that. So I'll be right back. Man, that curve gain is everything. All right, let's check phase with toms and stuff. So I feel like something's out of phase. Let's check. So snare was out of phase with the overheads. Do you notice that around 200 hertz? Watch. You'll see if I keep hitting the snare, that bump, it's like da 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 da, and when we're out of phase, the volume goes down, right? That's not bad. All right. Room mics. Room mics. Let's do rooms. I'm going to dial the rooms in with all the other stuff on right now just to see kind of what they're doing. Okay, I see our rooms. I see them. Okay, let's see. So loud. They're so loud. Oh my gosh. Very high. Yeah. Dark, nice physical therapy. There you go. Nice. I like that. I'm just going to leave it. Everything's at 0 on the Neve, and we're just trying some different sounds. I'm going to redo the kick real quick. I don't know why. All right, I'm gonna try something. That's just all pre's into the Neve at 0, panning. Not really mixed, but kind of getting the levels decent. I'm using the RPQ 500s today for the R88 Blackberry, and that has that curve gain thing in the low frequency cut. I think it does like -3 dB for the low cut, like a shelf, and then you can pick up to 500. And then the curve gain, I think it boosts like 3 dB, and then depending on how much curve gain you add, I think that then it widens the slope. I think kind of like Pultec a little bit. Like the more you give it, the more the curve gets bigger and sweepier, smoother, I guess. But I like it. I'm just gonna try something. I'm gonna put it through all the compressor goop that we used to put it through. I just want to see what it sounds like with the old EQ settings and compression. No, I'm going to turn the EQs off, but maybe compression just to see. Excuse me, curious.
Just to see. What do I want to do? Oh, okay. Compression is where I had it. Okay. Stereo 1. Stereo 1. Stereo 1, stereo 1, stereo 1, stereo 1, 1. I'm not giving it EQ yet. All right, let's see what that does. Let's see what. Just keeping it the way it was.
So now we have 2 levels of compression, no EQ, but let's just see what happens. put EQ on. I'm gonna put it on what I had it at, but I think it's gonna be like crazy because we're a lot more dialed in now. I think the low end might be okay. But the high end, I think, in the mid is going to be like, ugh. Too much highs. Holy crap. I like the low end. Yeah, let me go tame that. Holy crap. Woo. I'm just gonna do that low end. So this is just a little bit of boost at 200. At 4 dB, 200. At 200, I'm sorry. Gonna be right back. I'm gonna boost 100 instead of 200. Just to see. Just to see. I'm gonna boost. I'm very curious. I might boost some 5K. Hold on, hold on. No, it doesn't need it. It doesn't need it. I'm just gonna try something like around, man, let me see. I'm gonna try 300. Just a little mid-range boost. It's actually 200. Let's see. right, that sounds great. Hold on, let me get rid of that mid boost. I don't need that. I know this is like super boring, but man, this is super fun. So I'm only boosting a little bit at 100 right now. That's it. Josh, I sound super muted through here because I'm going through the master bus chain. There's no high end or no EQ right now whatsoever, except for a boost at 100. It's pretty crazy. I'm just playing with that curve gain, trying to hear where it sounds like too like sharp and harsh. I love it. It's pretty cool. What do you think? I'm gonna try pushing the transformer of the Neve with the preamp here. Let's just see what happens. Could be good, could be bad. I don't know. I'm gonna try Shocker. What's up? It's in stereo. Let's go. I'm gonna try these in Omni and then in Figure Eight. I'm just curious how bad the bleed is. Omni. Let's try Figure of Eight. Man, Omni. I'm gonna keep them in Omni, I think, over Cardioid. Here's Figure of Eight. These might be hotter. you're on the other one too. Hi. You feel like it. I feel like that's more of the figure of 8. It's definitely got more like presence, low end, and the cymbals didn't affect it like I thought it would. I don't know. What do you think? Like the low end is like definitely more there, or ooh. All right, I'm gonna check phase. Get a cocktail jacket. Exactly. I'm gonna check phase with these really quick. Tip, what's up? Got the new jazz place downtown. I gotta check it out. Ooh, oh, that's awesome. I'm super jealous. This microphone sounds so lame right now. I gotta bring in some EQ for it, so I sound pretty. I'll do it tomorrow. But yeah, definitely check that out. I like where this is right now. I don't know. we're doing some new things today. New preamp settings, less EQ, better earaging with my ears. That's a word. It is. It's a word. You just hear it a little more. I don't know. I'm liking it. I'm liking how it feels. The compression. I didn't even touch that today, and it feels okay. Feels right. Would love to know what you guys, if you're listening on like different things, and you're like, the low end is shaking my baby, or if it feels balanced, or if the highs are too crazy. Because my ears are tired right now, so I'm probably missing something, but let me know. Some of that. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna take off some 20K just a little bit. Just like I'm gonna go I'm gonna roll off some high end just cause. And then yeah, let's try a song actually. Yeah. You just hear it. See if that tamed it. Alright, that feels good. Yeah, that's definitely muffled. But Dennis, what's up? On YouTube asks what in-ears I use. And I'm so sorry this is so muffly sounding right now, but we're running the EQs all differently. I use Jerry Harvey Audio, JH Audio. And I'm currently using, they're called Jolene's. So, I don't know if you could see, but they got a really cool little, I don't know, angel on it. But they're Jerry Harvey Audio. Jerry Harvey, but people call them JH Audio. So they're fantastic. I love them. They're great. And they're phase locked, so they're made like really, really well. I don't know. I just love they're basically reference monitors. For, you know, if you're doing this kind of stuff like mixing and all that. So, yeah. I will sadly have to end on YouTube though if we're going to be doing some Jay-Z. I just want to do, we'll play a little music to see how it blends. But Dennis, we're on Twitch. I'm not going to end on Twitch, but I got to end on YouTube. No worries. So if you want to come over on Twitch and say hi, I'll be live for a little bit longer. We'll try a song or two just to see how this mix feels with music. But I can't play. I'll get yelled at by Papa YouTube. But I appreciate you stopping by. So I'll see you guys later on YouTube. And yeah, if you want to hang out still, we're on Twitch. So come say hi. I'm going to plug twitch.tv/Dan Drumstone. So same name.